Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 1-year breast reduction update. I can't believe an entire year has gone by, but it's pretty much a year to the date. My surgery was on February 24th, 2020. Now, if this is your first video here, make sure you subscribe down below. I have about 6 other videos documenting my recovery process. I wanted to come back today with like a 1-year recap, let you know how I'm doing, and also address some of the frequently asked questions I get in every single video. So if you watched any of my prior videos, you already know my overwhelmingly positive experience I've had with the surgery, even though I had a couple of hiccups. During my recovery, I did have one mild skin infection. I also experienced some psoriasis during my recovery. The wounds took a little longer than expected to close up, but here we are 1 year out, still the best decision of my life. I'm feeling amazing. And as I mentioned in my 9-month surgery update video, that recovering from surgery is no longer at the top of my mind. I actually live my life the way I want to live it without being at the mercy of my back pain. So it's just weird that 1 year out from the surgery already, my life has changed so much. The pain is gone and I could just wear what I want. I'm just so much more comfortable in my own skin. It's just amazing. And I get DMs from you guys on a daily basis on Instagram with questions, just moral support. That's why I keep making these videos. So everything since my last update has been pretty much the same. My scars have lightened up tremendously. I would say the vertical part of my anchor scars have faded tremendously. They are almost non-existent. The lower portion of my anchor scars has also lightened tremendously. I want to share the before and after here. I've used 3 different scar treatments: Scar Away, Mederma, and Derma Ease Scar Gel. Doing a mix of all 3. I've actually been slacking a little bit the last month or so. There are so many different treatments you can do to help heal your scars, so don't let scars be a reason to hold you back from having the surgery. So let's tackle some frequently asked questions sent in by you guys. These are the questions I get over and over again. I just wanted to recap. So the first question is, how much did it cost? And luckily for me, I got my surgery covered through insurance. It was a very dramatic, involved, and long drawn out process. There were many tears shed along the way. Many times I got denied, but I finally got approved. You know, everybody's insurance is different. Everybody's state is different. Everybody's country is different. For my case, I just kept appealing and kept asking. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. That's my best advice there. Definitely get as much documentation going as you can with your primary care physician or your physical therapist or whoever you might be seeing, depending on what kind of issues you had. For me, it was back pain. So I went to primary care, I went to physical therapy, then I went to plastic surgeon. Had to kind of repeat that process a few times, but finally I got it covered. So try to get it through your insurance if at all possible. A lot of people want to know, how long should you take off of work for the surgery? I recommend 2 weeks, if not 3. If you have to go into an office, definitely take off 3, because I just don't know how I would have been able to survive going back into an office at the 3rd week, because I could not drive a car until the 5-week mark. I couldn't handle the potholes. I couldn't handle the intensity of driving. I wouldn't even dream about taking public transit while recovering. So take 2 weeks off. If you can work from home, I think you'll be able to ease back into computer work right away. If you need to go in physically to your office, you have more of a physical job, take off more time if you can. The next question is, what was my old size and what is my new size? A little bit of a loaded question and a little bit of a loaded answer. The old size I wore was a 32H. However, if you saw any of my before photos, you know that I had severe asymmetry on the left, where I was 1 to 2 cup sizes larger. So technically on the left, I was probably a 32J, but they don't make bras in that size really, so I would just wear a 32H. So at my old size at 32H, I wore Fantasy, Chantal. Those are the 2 brands I went to that carry that size. My new size, I'm not quite sure. Because of what's happened in the last year, bra fittings in my area are just not open right now, and I just really want an expert to take a look at me and measure me and tell me what I need to go with. I think now I might be a 34D. Now I bought a bra in a 34D and it's kind of a bit small, so I'm still not quite sure. Don't get too hung up on the cup size, because really at the end of the day, that's just an arbitrary size. It's just a label, and really what you're looking for at the end of your surgery is to be out of pain, to feel more comfortable in your own skin, and to look more proportionate to your figure. And I'm really happy with the size I am now, but I don't know the exact size. I've been trying to work out as much as I can, so maybe just losing a little more weight would squeeze me back into a 32, but I think right now I'm probably a 34D, maybe a double D. Scars, again, we covered that a little bit. The most important thing with your scars is that, Don't start your scar treatment before your wounds are closed. Make sure you're in constant communication with your surgeon or your surgeon's office to ask when you'll be allowed to use the scar gel, scar treatments, because you don't want to use them when your wounds are still open. Make sure you get the okay and the green light to go ahead and do so. You know, consistency is everything with those kind of topical treatments. With the Scar Away scar strips in particular, I made sure that when I wore them, I would wear them for almost 24 hours. I feel like that's really sped up the rate of my scars fading. And the last question is, do I miss my old boobs? And the answer is no, like not one bit. I literally just could not bear living another day like that. It was horrible. I wish I was able to do the surgery sooner. I'm in my 30s now. I wish I was able to do the surgery in my 20s. Those last few years of my 20s, like the sagging really got out of control and I should have been able to do something sooner, but with insurance and all that, it just wasn't really feasible. Even if you're thinking about doing it, like just go ahead and get the process started, because you can always change your mind, and you can always change your mind and like not do the surgery. You don't have to go through with it. You can always back out if you need to, but I don't miss my old boobs. My new boobs are way better. The size, the shape, the symmetry, the nipples, like they point forward. They don't point at the floor like they used to. I feel like now I'm just overall more carefree with how I dress, and I'm not constantly in pain anymore. I wear bralettes. I can go braless. It's just amazing. I feel comfortable in my own skin. Working out is also easier. I fit into some of my old clothes better. I can just wear regular, seamless, stretchy sports bras now. I no longer have to wear those crazy, heavy-duty, underwire sports bras that cost like $80 and up. I'm done. So that's about it. A year has gone by. I literally cannot believe it. Best decision of my life. And hopefully this video helped you if you're on your breast reduction journey, considering the surgery. Maybe you're scared, maybe you're overwhelmed. It is a very big and scary thing to go through with, but there's a great community of us online here sharing our experience. So hopefully this helped you out. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I will also link my blog down below, which has even more surgery recovery updates, recommendations for bras and bralettes to wear while healing. And then I also have 2 Instagram highlights linked down below, which have like the week by week. There are a ton of Instagram stories there throughout my recovery experience, so you can kind of get more of the nitty-gritty day-to-day experience. I would love to see you back. Make sure you subscribe down below. I make 2 videos a week. Thank you again for watching. I will see you very soon in the next one.